Senior living was really a key concern early on in this pandemic because of the close proximity of the residents and, of course, many being immunocompromised and just the older age, making them more susceptible to suffer seriously from COVID-19. Talk to us about where you are now in the vaccination rates for the residents, for the staff, and then why you're making this new mandate now.
Thank you, Courtney. It's great to be here. The Delta variant is certainly a challenge, but what's different today than at the beginning of the pandemic is that we've added highly effective vaccines to our strategy to help protect residents and associates. Throughout the pandemic, we have demonstrated the ability to balance safety and engagement. And we've hosted over 2,000 vaccine clinics in our communities since the vaccines were released in December. 93% of our residents received the vaccine, and we're building on the steps that we've already taken with a vaccine requirement for our associates with limited exceptions. Given the widespread access of the vaccine, we're in a much better position to handle the pandemic. You know, this isn't a drill for us. We've developed strong protocols and we're prepared to continue to help protect our residents and associates against the Delta variant. And our vaccine requirement is just one way we're doing that.
Are you having to impose a requirement because the staff is not vaccinated at a rate which you feel is appropriate? It sounds like the residents are.
We want to get every Brookdale associate that we can vaccinate it. And so to us, even though our efforts have been ongoing for several months, even though our associate vaccination rates are increasing, we want them to be even higher. That's why we've chosen to go to a vaccine requirement with limited exceptions.
Okay. So you just reported your results, as we mentioned here, and you've had 5 consecutive months of occupancy growth, and you also have the revenue per occupied unit, as we mentioned, increasing 4% year over year. Is that because you are having to raise prices? And if so, why?
No, it's not because we are raising prices. Brookdale continues to demonstrate its versatility and resilience throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. We are on the path to recovery and we're gaining momentum. We've just announced 5 consecutive months of occupancy growth, and our occupancy growth in July was almost as much as for the entire second quarter. Now, we have maintained strong rate discipline despite the industry being in a tough lease-up environment. This is really exciting for us because traditionally our third quarter is the highest occupancy growth quarter of the year. So for us, July is really just the start.
And so I know here also that you did report better than expected results on the bottom line. Still, though, it was a loss of 45 cents per share. What really weighed on that? Increased expenses because of the pandemic? What can help turn it around for profitability if you are seeing revenue growth improve for 5 consecutive quarters?
I think the impact of COVID-19 on our occupancy has reflected itself on the P&L. The good news, though, is that we are strongly on the path to recovery. And as we recover our occupancy, our revenue will grow and our profitability will grow.